What? Cam, hello? What are you doing? Cam,
Yeah,
say it now.
fine. Hey guys, it's tea time.
You fucking sound like
Welcome
sand.
to the podcast.
You sound like sand.
Welcome to the podcast, everybody. It's Sam's
Just basically,
time.
Cam and I had like a very fucked up idea. It's like we were just like me and Cam were just like fucking around in Rocket League, not doing anything. I don't even think that Cam's in a match anymore. I'm just in training.
I'm not in a match.
We're just both training, and we're just talking to each other. So we had an idea. Let's do a podcast. So here we are.
This is not the first time that I've done a podcast. I remember one time I did it when I was playing Trophy.
Alright, that one. No, that was a Q&A, and that was pretty fucking bad. I got a first topic. I even had to go on the internet for this. What do you think about the whole thing about, like, Aaron or Igor after getting pissed off at Pello for his Storytime Animator video?
He got angry?
Oh, okay, so you don't know about it. Let me just pull up, bro.
No, I don't.
Okay, in a nutshell, he got pissed off because he said, like, that. And then, like, fucking, like, pissed off because, like, Pello doesn't respect these Storytime Animators, like, it was a difficult time back in Newgrounds, who cares?
Jeez.
I know, right? Like, just with that, what can you even make with that?
It's a joke.
Yeah, it's a fucking joke video, even fucking Pello said that.
It's not a commentary on Storytime, it's to make fun of it. For it being just so, like, stereotypical of YouTubers to do.
Can we just say that he criticized the video where it said where sometime in the video just the cop that goes is this piss?
Oh, if you guys haven't watched this every Storytime ever animation from Sopello, please do.
Yeah.
The best video on the internet.
But anyway, I feel like he's just like overreacted. Like it's just a joke.
By the way, if you guys did not know, you can follow me on
He's not even in the fucking video. Like, why are you criticizing it?
It's so funny though.
I said this.
I love the scene where like the tea time guy just drinks it. He's like, it's something British people stuff. That was piss.
What a throw pepper to the Muppet. Holy Nana Alexandra, Mary Winslow, that was piss.
I love how he delivers it. It's just.
I like what he says after like the person dies from piss. Just like, what a frail pepper to the Muppet. I don't know why, but that rolls off the tongue so well. What a frail pepper to the Muppet. What a frail pepper twitty Muppet. Repeat after me. What a frail pepper twitty Muppet.
No. It's just so good. It's the Papa!
The Papa!
We better get out of here.
Alright. Let me search for another topic real quick.
How about we talk about the fact that I have a cult?
Oh right, Cam has a cult on his Amino.
Well,
surrounding
not my
the
Amino.
well, on an
Gwyn
Amino
Saga.
from the Gwyn Saga series. And in the Gwyn Saga series, it's like a little like white like blob that is just like a really like, cute like fucking like
God,
a pet.
that's what it is.
Yeah, it's just a
God.
really cute like white pet called
It's
Noob. Like
do not call it a pet,
N-O-O-B-E.
mortal.
It's called N-O-O-B, Noob. And Cameron over here, like he can make little like groups. He decided to make a cult surrounding Noob. And yeah, anything you want to say about that?
I would share you guys an image, but
Kept it on live stream.
We don't do that here. I would like to show you an image. Sony, we don't do that here. But yeah, I made a cult around Noob, and like every day we just like spam hail Noob in chat. It's basically just Hitler. Noob is Hitler, but he's also a god. We are Noob's worshippers. Not to mention we also have a mod on the team, so that's useful.
Yeah. Cameron has a moderator, that like it's a female
Well,
gamer
they call
guy.
them leaders and curators, not mods. Speaking of, you can follow me on Mino, by the name Devica's LOL, because I couldn't think of anything better at the time, but, on the Queen Saga Mino, you can find me as some popsicle slash ice derp. I would change it, but it's just, I'm too lazy to think of something better.
I search podcast topics and then like nothing comes up.
Probably because people just don't search podcast topics, you idiot. People don't search, what can I think about for a podcast?
Alright, so I'm just gonna search topics. 101 topics to talk about. Alright, sure. Conversation starters world. What a nice web address.
I can talk about some of the stuff that I see in the weird GSO main group chat.
Alright.
Despachitos.
Yeah, can we just get to the fucking list already?
Alright, I'll
You
be
don't
right
have to
back.
get off already, do you? Okay.
No. Be right back.
Alright, we'll be right back, I guess. Well, he'll be right back. I'm just gonna stand right there until he gets back, pretty much. Let's switch cars real quick. Let me try those out actually. Fuck it, let's go to Salty Shores. Why not? Fuck it, Salty Shores time. Hey,
I have a
he
good
back.
topic.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how bullcrap of a trainer Ash Ketchum is?
Yeah. I feel like he's way too retarded. Like, legitimately, how to...
Like,
Like, every single episode, he just gets, like, fucking fooled by, like, I wonder who these 3 people are. Some, like, random, like, short dude, and some fucking Pokemon that keeps going Boba Fett, and some guy with blue hair, and then some girl with pink hair. Like, how do you not recognize these things for the amount of times you've seen them? How does he
also,
not see
are we not going to talk about how for the past 7 generations, we have been waiting for Ash to win a Pokemon League?
Yeah, if he doesn't
And he
win the
never
Sun
has.
and Moon, I'm gonna be actually pissed, because, like, XYZ was
He
so
won't.
close. Like, legitimately, XYZ came to the fucking finals. He lost in the finals. To Mega
He
Charizard.
probably won't.
He lost to Mega Charizard.
Yes, I
But
know.
then again, he pity lost, because, like, here's the thing is, he had to, like, the guy he was up against, Alan, like, I'm pretty sure, like, there's a Charmin from his, like, Alan's, old nephew has a Charmander that was dying for some reason. And, promised him that if he got enough Mega Evolution energy from the, like, the guy said, like, if you get enough Mega Evolution energy from the fucking Pokemon League, that he would, like, heal fuck, not Charmin, Charmy. What's the name? Charpin, sorry. Is it Charpin? Not Sharpin, Chespin. God, I'm dumb.
Sharpen?
Sharpen.
I was about to say, you think
That'd
it's
be a pretty good
Chespin?
fucking Pokemon.
I feel like it would be the pre-evolution to Scyther. Like Sharpen, Scyther, Scizor. That'd actually be a really good pre-evolution for Scyther, considering he really needs one. But, so you know how the whole motto of Pokemon is gotta catch 'em all?
Yeah.
Ash has barely even caught 16% of all Pokemon.
He doesn't catch a lot. If you use it, if he catches a Pokemon, you bet he's gonna use it for the rest of the fucking series. That's why he doesn't get a lot. Like, can we at least, like, see him catch Pokemon and then send him to his box or something? That would make sense, right? He doesn't have to use he doesn't have to use every Pokemon he fucking gets. Or he can just fucking send it to Professor Oak, hell.
I was trying to, what was I thinking of? You remember, oh yeah, so you know how, like, Ash in Season 1,
Yeah.
actually no, hold on, I was about to say, like, why could he keep his Primeape, considering, his party was full, but no, I remember that in a couple of episodes sooner, he released his Butterfree so he would have an extra slot in his party. But a couple of episodes after he gets the Primeape, he just gives it away to somebody. Like,
Yeah, because the Pyro was getting pissed all the time. Yeah, fuck things.
no, it was because the Primeape won, like, the championship, and this guy was like, I'll take over your Primeape so I can train it, okay? Like,
Let me yoink your Pokemon real quick, Team Rocket style.
there are, like, there's so many, like, there's so many Pokemon Ash didn't catch for somebody whose name is literally Ash Ketchum, as in catch 'em all.
Oh, how come I've never fucking seen that?
Really? You've
Yeah.
never noticed that?
Nope.
You never realized that his last? Did you just think it was related to ketchup somehow?
No, I thought it was some
Ash
random fucking
Ketchum.
name.
Catch
I thought it
'em
was-
all. Gotta catch 'em all. You idiot.
I mean,
Like-
isn't Pokemon isn't Pocket Monster better than Satchel Creatures?
Satchel creatures. Pocket
I'm not kidding. That would have been the Pokemon. Pokemon's name. Pokemon could have been called Satchel Creatures, like some like clever name about Satchel Creatures.
Gotta get 'em all. Satchers.
Catchers.
Oh my god, that would have been such a terrible name. And don't forget
Pikachu.
Purse guys. Purse guys. Gotta get
Team
every single
shoplifter.
one.
Team shoplifter.
Shoplifter. No, it'd be like some sort of like vehicle, considering Team Rocket, Team Car.
I mean, can I say that the only other team we've ever seen in this series? Well, that I've seen in the series so far is just Team Rocket, and then there's Team Skull in Sun and Moon. That's it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure since you haven't watched the Gen 3 anime, I'm pretty sure there's Team Magma, Aqua, and whatever.
Yeah, but those are kind of just like forgotten. Let's just forget about them. Team Skull is like the weakest one ever. Like seriously, like
Don't
so
forget
fucking
about
weak.
Pokemon Brown and Gray with Team Pants.
All right, let me start off with the fucking like first top pick.
Pokemon Ketchup and Mustard. And don't forget Pokemon Horseradish. Pokemon Relish. I think it's weird how we went red and blue, green and yellow,
Alright.
and then we went gold and silver.
Can we start
and then
talking?
we
We've been
went to
talking about this
Emerald
topic
and
for way too long.
Sapphire.
Can you like move on?
Hold on, no. I just want to talk about how these generations progressed, right? So we have red, blue, green, and yellow.
Yeah.
And then we have gold and silver. And crystal, which,
Oh.
honestly, I feel like it doesn't fit. We have gold, silver, and crystal. Like, what does crystal have to do with gold and silver? And also, Pokemon Platinum went along with Diamond and Pearl. So am I the only one that thinks that they should have switched them? Like, doesn't it make more sense for Gold and Silver to have Platinum, and for Diamond and Pearl to have Crystal?
Yeah. It does actually.
Anyway, so we have, Gold, Silver, and Crystal, and then we have Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. And then, what was Gen 4? Yeah, Gen 4 was, Diamond and Pearl and Platinum. Gen 5 was Black and White. So we've kind of had, like, either a metal or color theme throughout the entire thing. And then Gen 6.
Wait, I'm sorry, Kev. Let me just interrupt you there. Go back to your Rocket League menu. Go into options. Go to interface and set the interface scale to 50%. Trust me, it looks like I'm fucking playing on PC. It looks like I'm using like, it looks like I'm using like max FOV. It really looks like I'm using max FOV at this point. It looks so weird.
What?
I know, right? It looks like we're playing on fucking PC. I'm gonna barely see my boost, but who gives a shit?
But we've kind of kept with, like, the whole metals and other valuable things and colors with Black and White and all that with Ruby and Sapphire. So we have all that. And then Gen 6. Gen 6 goes from Pokemon Black and White, which keeps with the color theme, to X and Y and Z. Like, they go from Black and White to X, Y, and Z.
Out of ideas.
And then Sun and Moon.
So I mean,
And then
like,
Sword and Shield.
I actually wondered why they haven't done Sun and Moon yet before that. I'm so ready for
You got
for
Pokemon North and Pokemon
I'm so
South.
ready for Pokemon Beige and Brown.
I'm ready for Pokemon North and South.
I'm pretty sure that's gonna be like ruddy up schools. Yeah, South Cider.
Wait for Generation 9, where it's like, don't forget Pokemon Sky and Pokemon Ground. Pokemon Ketchup and Pokemon Mustard. Don't forget the remaster
Cam, can we
of
move on?
Gold.
Cam, can we move on? Stop, please.
Yeah,
Let's
Pokemon Relish.
actually like. I have a pretty clever one. Well, not clever, but just like normal one. Have you seen anything like on the news lately? Have you seen anything on the news lately?
I mean, not really.
Anything important that's
Not
happened?
really.
No, nothing. I'm not saying there is, I'm just saying have you?
I mean, I don't usually follow the news. Not that kind of person.
Yeah, I was saying if you did. Alright, anyway.
Can't I have?
You don't follow the news? Okay. What do you think doesn't get enough news coverage if you if you don't like think of anything?
Something that doesn't get enough news coverage?
Yeah.
Something that I personally do not think that does not get enough news coverage.
Can I go first and let you think about it?
Yeah.
I feel like every time something gamer related comes onto news, it's always something bad. Like, oh boy, this kid like fucking like killed people because of fucking GTA. Oh boy, yeah, 100% because of that. Yeah. Yeah.
Not because his parents smoked crack while he was giving birth. No, it's definitely
No,
because he played GTA 5.
video
for 20
games.
minutes.
This fucking Gibby like squinting his eyes. Video games.
Like, it's not like his parents smoked crack and he's grown up in a very poor part of his town his entire life. No,
I
it's
feel
because he
like
played
they
GTA
should like
5
learn
for
about
10
like
minutes.
VR, like how cool it is. How like seriously, you can be in bed and watching Netflix on like a virtual fucking like movie theater. How cool is that? All right. I feel like that doesn't get enough news coverage. VR, good things. Like video games can lead to technology. Like literally VR, you can fucking meditate. You have so many things. Like I have a video that is like a guy that spent like
Hey,
have you like heard about the guy that spent like a week in VR, like Jack something? No, Disrupt. Right, Disrupt.
Jack's film?
No, not Jackson. Disrupt. Well, the guy's name is Jack, but like Disrupt. He spent a week in VR, like meditating. Like he used like a VR that has like a front camera, so that like he would eat, sleep, do everything in VR for a week. And like there was some like disadvantages, like when he took it off, like he did get like light fucking like motion sickness. But that's it. Literally, like everything else he could, and he only got that for like a day. It's all about like getting used to it. So I feel like VR could actually be like a very like important thing in the future. What?
We're not gonna talk about the whole like. Not only can VR like help you relax and stuff,
Yeah.
VR can also help you prepare for stuff. Like, don't go off on a tangent now because I'm not done. Especially with games with like Job Simulator. Sure, they're goofy, but it's just kind of an example of VR can train you to work better.
Yeah, the
when you
military's
actually
starting
get
to
a
use
job.
it. Like the military's starting to use it, like some police stations too. There's also like I feel like if they're like building something,
I'm still not done.
Okay. Yeah, but you did like an extremely long pause. Sorry.
That's because you were talking, and I was texting. So I feel like Job Simulator is just kind of the groundwork for future games. Well, not exactly games, but imagine like a job interview, except you put on a VR headset and have to.
Right, all the stress is just gone, isn't it?
Have to make a resume, but like, imagine not having to like talk your way in. Just prove that you can work in that kind of environment through a virtual area.
Right.
Just kind of prove that you can handle the kind of commitments that you would need to be able to work at that job in VR. So it'd just kind of be like a training room. Like how they do it in actual video games. You know how there's usually training rooms in most video games?
Mhm.
Imagine that, except for like a job interview. You just go into the training room and then they track your data and see how well you perform and then they can give you the job. And you can do that kind of thing in real life.
Yeah.
Like, people always talk about how bad video games are, but they never talk about how good their potential is for actual like real life implications.
Right.
Because You can literally. It just gets rid of all of the kind of stress of dealing with having to talk to this like
A
person
lot more
to try
people
and
in the
get your
world
job.
like are getting like fucking like social anxiety, and like a lot of people are timid now, right?
Yeah, I mean, especially in this economy, a lot of people have like built up stress. So
Yeah.
imagine just instead of having to talk with people, you can just put on a VR headset, deal with all this stuff. Like, it would kind of just send you around a bunch of scenarios, so it's like you'd have to handle calls or do different things, like do work on a virtual PC and stuff like that. But especially with the advances of technology, like some of the newer, like Oculus and HTC headsets, people are making like gloves that track your movement and then put them into actual like hitboxes that you can control stuff with. So imagine that, except more advanced, so you can actually track things well and be able to like virtually type
Yeah.
and deal with other things. I just feel like there's so much potential for VR that people haven't explored because they're too busy up their ass talking about how this one person played GTA for 25 minutes. Meanwhile, their parents
Who
were
the
on
actual
crack
fuck
his
cares?
entire life. Like, they have no correlation. Just because you play GTA or some other game like that for like 25 minutes, meanwhile you've grown up in this very poor area with a lot of gang wars and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm
Video
sure.
games.
I'm sure that's because they played video games for like a session when they went to their like friend's house. No,
Yeah.
it's
Totally.
definitely because of that. Not the fact that their parents have like been in a very poor environment their entire lives with no kind of implication on being good.
Yeah. I can. Let's just try to not like. Let's just. There's a lot of topics. Let's just not try to stick on for one for too long. All right. Let's agree to that.
I have a new topic.
I'll start. So like I'll start since you always like have something very long. Let's talk about sports. What sports do you like exactly?
Um,
I think baseball, right?
I mean, yeah. I don't usually like do much stuff relating to sports. I just occasionally watch a game or two.
Mm.
I'm more kind of in like those out there sports, like you know how there's like Wipeout and stuff, like
Yeah.
those kinds of sports.
Oh yeah, and fucking have you seen like American Ninja Warrior?
Yeah, I love American Ninja Warrior. I just love everything where it's like there are these competitors that
Yeah,
have
like
like trained to do all this stuff.
I like parkour in
And they're
general.
yeah, parkour is just awesome. I mean, I could never do it because those people run on tops of buildings with like 70% chance that they're gonna die. So yeah, that's not exactly for me.
And
But
you do
I
need to
mean,
train your body for long.
just because I wouldn't do something doesn't mean that I don't like it.
All right, for me it's mostly just I'd say swimming. To be fair, well, not swimming, fucking like competitive swimming, right? I was in competitive swimming, like I stopped like at 12, 11, I think. Yeah, like when I was like in middle, like 12 and a half years old. I feel like I just dropped swimming. Well, not swimming as a whole, but like competitive swimming, cause like I feel like the rules were too like shitty, too strict. Um, Not that I have anything, not that I'm like fucking like a homophobe or something, but my fucking the fucking like our swimming coach was fucking gay. Didn't like that. Uh, what else? Alright, and I was getting purposely like tired each time. Rules were too strict. Legitimately, I've told you like this once before. I think. The reason why I quit is this is like this fucking like competition, the last one I ever did. Um, where there's like something. I'm telling my friend, can I get off? All right. Fed might join us. We'll probably like continue the podcast while we're playing Rocket League. Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, let's carry on. There's this thing called like freestyle, I guess you could say in English, where like
Yeah.
basically you could like choose whichever like swimming move you want. Say
What
like
about freestyle?
brass, fucking like what is
Yeah.
like the fast one, like the one
Butterfly.
where with the butterfly obviously, but like what is the third one again? Like not the one you can do.
Backstroke?
Well, not backstroke, but oh yeah, stroke. Just backstroke and stroke. No one does backstroke those. No one does like backstrokes though. That's
Yeah.
way too slow. But
Nobody does backstroke.
anyway, so
It's like the
there's this
Bulbasaur of
shitty
swimming.
rule just because most of the people use strokes in freestyles, and I was like super tired. Like legitimately, I couldn't feel like my muscles from how hard I fucking tried. From how hard I fucking like was exerting like fucking like exerting my muscles basically. And there's this shitty rule because I went brass, right? Because I was like exhausted, right? Obviously I lost out of all the like 3 people, but like Cam, there's this shitty rule where just because stroke is the most popular and like speed and like the fastest one of all the free like swimming moves,
Only
you
one
need
you can choose.
yeah, you have to like tell you in the a person like either the judge or something like that about like you need to tell them like if if you don't use stroke, you need to tell them and that you don't. So I got disqualified from that and so like you have like individual like like swimming like fucking like competitions, like it's like 2 like entire lengths and shit like that. There were 2 lengths, well actually 4 of them. And I was too tired, so I lost, obviously, very embarrassingly, right? But it was my last like thing I need to do. Like I'm pretty sure like I had the first one was like 2 lengths, the other one was 3 lengths, and the last one is 4 lengths, right? And I was just like exhausted already, so I decided to go brass, and I got disqualified because I didn't tell them. No one ever told me that rule. It's not shown anywhere. There is no rule booklet. Normally, like, the rules are pretty simple, right? You just have to do your best, correct? Well, how about this? How about something called freestyle? Basically, something that has free in the name should indicate that you can choose whichever one you want without having to tell anyone, correct? No, because of reasons and fucking preference. Just because everyone prefers stroke does not mean I prefer the stroke either.
Well, I've just been sitting here watching you complain about swimming for the past couple of minutes.
Well, you went on rambling about Pokemon for like fucking 20 minutes already, almost.
Okay, not 20 minutes.
It felt like 20 minutes. Anyway, next topic. Well, not next topic, it's the same thing, I guess. What teams do you follow? You say you watch like baseball on TV from time to time.
Teams? I mean, usually Orioles, just because they're my home team.
Yeah. I don't really watch things, but like if I have to say like baseball, obviously like Toronto Maple Leafs, cause yeah. Oh wait, no, fucking hockey. What am I talking about? Hockey. Fucking Canadians all the way. Fuck Boston. Fuck them. I don't like them. Yeah. I feel like that topic was like very quick. I know that you went to games. What was the last game you went to?
I mean...
To watch, I mean.
Oh, the
And
last
when?
baseball game?
Yeah, and when, preferably.
I think it was a couple months back.
Mhm.
Back when, like, I think summer was like, starting. I went to a baseball game with my mom and my dad. As kind of like as just like an event that somebody invited us to, or one of my dad's like friends' family kind of invited us. Almost like practically level with the field.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun to watch it from that angle, since I'm not usually that far in. And also, we got a lot of free foods.
Yeah.
Can't complain much there.
Yeah.
I would like to share something that I did last summer. Um,
Go ahead.
which I think I've already talked about this with you, but I've never talked about it on podcast.
Yeah.
We went to Ocean City for like a week.
Mhm.
As like a firefighter event. So, back when I was still a cadet, since I'm not anymore, since everybody who runs that place is a goon. We went to this like super nice hotel called DoubleTree.
Yeah.
And since there's like other kids that also stayed there, I got to chill out with them. There's this one like, I think like mid-teen.
Yeah.
His name is Grady, and it was a pretty cool guy. He brought his Xbox, so
Yeah.
I usually just came down to his room and then we chilled playing Roblox.
Chilled. You chilled with him.
We chilled playing It was mostly just Roblox and Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves, that's real good.
Yeah. And, I mean, we had a great time. Especially since you can go up to the front desk, and they have, like, cookies that you can get
Oh,
if you
boy.
ask.
Oh boy, Americans be like.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna try and rebuttal since, like, super true. Yeah, they had these, like, super good, like, chocolate chip cookies that you could get if you went up and asked while you're checked in.
Yeah.
And
Like
this is
homemade.
kind of embarrassing, but I've lost my key card there more times than I can count.
Like to create an excuse or something?
Not to create an excuse, just like accidentally I just keep on losing that key card. Luckily they always like allow you to get new ones, otherwise I would have been screwed. But yeah, I lost my key card more times than I can count at that place. Just because, you know, I walked around a lot there.
Yeah.
Since me and Grady were since we didn't really have anything to do aside from his Xbox, we just ran around and did stuff.
Pretty much.
Like, sometimes we went down to the penthouse to grab a drink and stuff.
Drink, what age are you?
Not that kind of drink.
Oh.
I mean like soda.
Oh yeah.
We
Let's
chilled
create a
on my
mini.
balcony
Can we
sometimes.
create a subtopic? What is your favorite soda?
Favorite soda? Root beer.
Obviously.
Surprising to no one.
Like
if
I
you've
would go
seen
Coca-Cola,
before.
but to be fair, I do really like iced tea. Like it's one of my favorite.
You basic bitch.
Cam, it's better than the fucking saying Coca-Cola. Like my guy, if your favorite fucking soda is Coca-Cola, you need to fucking like fucking be original.
You need to explore.
Yeah. When I
I
have
love
Pepsi,
root beer.
Pepsi's my favorite.
God. Pepsi, like, I know it's made by Coca-Cola, but it's like a
Is it?
ripoff.
Is it?
I think so.
It's made by.
I don't know. But most of the stuff that we did is like, we went to the pool a couple times. We didn't really do much outside of the hotel.
Yeah.
So we just ran around doing whatever. Since, you know, I was like a 9-year-old and he was like 14, so we were just running around doing whatever we wanted. Since, I mean, our parents were usually at like fire meetings since they were just out doing stuff. So they didn't really have much watch over us, so we could just kind of run around and do whatever. And it was great because we just explored the entire hotel. We actually got to the point where we reached like an under construction floor. And I don't believe we're supposed to be there.
Okay.
We just kind of
I should have
We're
picked
just
up this
kind of
copy
exploring-
that I found on the fucking construction site.
But Yeah, we went up the stairs since we wanted to see what was up top since we thought there was like a roof thing that they did. But we ended up just reaching the end of the staircase and there was like the like an under construction floor up at the top. It was honestly weird to see an under construction place.
Spoopy, not.
It wasn't since there's people up there, so we didn't really explore long. But we did walk down the hall a little. It wasn't that under construction. Like the hallways were practically finished. All we saw was like a couple of like mops and stuff to clean up all the dust that gets thrown around when you're doing construction. So we didn't really see much in the hallways, but it was mostly just like the rooms that had stuff in them. But it's honestly wild to just walk around and see that. And then we went downstairs and discovered like a really weird like elevator.
Yeah.
Because the elevator, it just like opened and closed its doors for no reason.
Spoopy. That's actually pretty spooky though.
And then beyond that, there was just like a toilet by the staircase, and I was really confused. Like there was just a toilet by the staircase.
Toilet. Dot.
And then there's also this really weird like pool that they had on the side of the building. And we also did a lot of other stuff aside from, you know, the running around the hotel causing whatever mischief we could.
Yeah.
We also went to this theme park. If you've gone to Ocean City, you probably know what I'm about to talk about. Jolly Rogers. Since it was kind of for a firefighter event, which is why we came down there originally, we got free food and like an infinite number of like goes on the rides. That's actually the place where I tried my first roller coaster. Which I know, I tried my first roller coaster at 9. Ooh,
Exciting.
I can't ride a bike yet.
But you don't ride a bike. Did you just say you can't ride a bike yet? You just knew my
No,
gender.
goodbye. That's the end of this podcast. I'm getting off.
No! I'm sorry.
But it was really fun since there's this like roller coaster called the Wildcat, which just it was a lot of drops and a lot of like cool turny areas, and it was actually a pretty cool roller coaster. And there's also quite a few other ones that there's this one that spun you around in a circle.
Spunning.
Like a roller coaster that just like put you in a circle around like bumps. And I swear to God, it was literally once it got up to speed, I don't know how I didn't get dizzy from that. I guess I'm just really resistant to getting dizzy from stuff.
Resistance protection.
I can just spin around in a circle for like a good 30 seconds and not get dizzy. But yeah, once that thing got up to speed, literally there was no way of getting yourself to the like inside part of the car. Like for most of the ride, I was just smushed up against like my dad or my friend because it's just I was always on the inside seat, and there was nothing that you could do to control the sliding. Like no matter how hard I tried, you just could not budge. And they were always like, "Get off of me!" And I'm like, I can't move. My arm is glued to you for the moment. I am sharding everywhere.
Shart.
But yeah, that place was real fun.
Baby shark.
I just start sharding like all over the entire place. It just turns into a blender.
Baby shark.
But yeah, that was my wild trip to Ocean City.
Wow.
It also ended kind of sad because my friend somehow got sick.
How's that sad?
Like
It's just a fucking sickness. Forehead.
Well, it's because he didn't really want to do anything for the last couple of days since he got sick. Even after he like was fine, he still didn't want to do anything.
That's sad.
Um,
That's sad.
but yeah, I had a good time.
All right, let's switch main things.
I kinda
I
wanna get
already know
off
where
and
you're.
talk.
I already know where you're fucking living. Not
I
too
am
distant
Trey.
future. I don't really care about that.
I'm
I already know
Trey.
what you do in your free time. Kind of like you play with me for 8 hours straight. But okay.
I am Tyred.
What kind of music are you into?
Phil, I am Tyred.
You're tired? Yeah, but Fed's about to get on. Come on, dude. It's only 9.
I've been waiting and waiting, and now I'm tired.
She has other friends. Jesus. Come on, dude.
Apparently, you don't realize that was me, considering every time I get on with Ren for a day, you're just like, yeah, you're like the equivalent of double standard. Like, Fed has other friends, and you're defending her. Meanwhile, I also have other friends, and whenever I play with them, you're just like,
Fed doesn't play with us a lot because she has more friends than you. That plays regularly. I mean, more friends than you, as in.
I think you mean that role plays regularly.
True. Fuck my neck. Ow. Bailing out at this fucking time. Why are you bailing out at this fucking
Because
time?
I am tired.
Who gives a shit? Your sleep schedule can wait.
No.
Please. I beg
Look,
you.
I'll see you tomorrow.
No! Cam! Please!
You cannot keep me from sleeping, Phil.
Cam! Fuck.
You cannot keep me from sleeping.
Please!
Phil,
I beg you.
stop.
Please.
Phil.
Please.
No.
I
Stop.
swear to God.
Phil, let me go to bed.
No!
Let me go to bed.
Ah, please. Don't leave me here. I will die from.
Phil.
Please. What
Phil,
can I
my
do for
hand
you?
is on the X.
God damn it.
Let me tell you what I can do. for you.
Fine, but
I will
I'll have to
do.
fucking like I'll have to like force Fed to fucking get on with us in the morning, I guess. Cause she was on this morning. She'll see. She does get on early, right? Before you get off, let me just say it. She does get on early because she was online at 7. Maybe it was just an exception, but
Goodbye.
okay, fine. See you tomorrow. I'll get her to like get on tomorrow morning. All right, stream's over. Bye.